Stoicism, a philosophy that has stood the test of time, teaches us that true strength doesn't come from controlling the outside world but from mastering our internal emotions. In today's fast-paced world, filled with difficult and toxic personalities, this ancient wisdom is more relevant than ever. Have you ever felt completely drained after interacting with someone who seems to thrive on negativity? These toxic individuals can sap your energy and leave you feeling frustrated, helpless, and angry. But what if you had a set of tools to not only deal with these toxic people but to do so with resilience, grace, and emotional strength? In today's video, we'll go over the first 6 of 13 Stoic-inspired strategies to help you manage toxic people and protect your emotional well-being. If you're ready to take control and not let others' negativity dictate your mood, stay with us. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with practical tools to handle toxic people in your life, and you'll be more prepared to face negativity with strength and wisdom. Let's begin with step number 1.
Recognize and understand toxic behavior.
Picture yourself as the guardian of a personal fortress, your mind, your emotions, and your peace. To defend your fortress from invaders, the first thing you need is awareness. You need to recognize when a threat is approaching. In the same way, recognizing toxic people is the first line of defense in protecting your peace. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now." Toxic individuals don't have the power to affect your peace, unless you allow them to. It's your reaction to their behavior that determines how much they'll impact you emotionally. This is why the first step in dealing with toxic people is identifying who they are and what patterns of behavior they exhibit. Here are some common signs of toxic behavior to watch out for. Constant criticism. They consistently find fault in everything you do, making you doubt your abilities and leaving you feeling deflated. Manipulation. Whether through flattery, guilt trips, or threats, toxic people seek to control others for their own benefit. Negativity. They thrive on focusing on the worst aspects of life, dragging others into their pessimistic mindset. By being mindful of these signs, you'll be able to protect your mental fortress more effectively and prevent others from draining your emotional energy.
Strengthen your boundaries.
Now that you can recognize toxic behavior, the next step is building strong emotional boundaries. Imagine yourself as Emperor Marcus Aurelius, defending the vast Roman Empire. Just as he needed strong walls to protect his territories, you need boundaries to safeguard your emotional well-being. Boundaries define what behavior you will and will not tolerate. They create a mental line in the sand that toxic people cannot cross without consequence. But for your boundaries to be effective, you need to be clear about them and enforce them consistently. Here's how you can start strengthening your boundaries. Identify what drains you. Is it a friend's endless complaints? A family member's intrusive advice? Recognize what behaviors make you feel emotionally exhausted. Communicate your boundaries. Once you've identified these behaviors, it's important to communicate your boundaries calmly and clearly. Instead of accusing someone with phrases like, "You always make me feel bad," try using "I" statements such as, "I feel exhausted when the conversation always turns negative." Stay firm but fair. Boundaries are about protecting yourself, not punishing others. Assertiveness is key, but it should come from a place of self-care, not aggression. Remember, just like Rome wasn't built in a day, setting and maintaining boundaries is an ongoing process. Toxic people may test your boundaries, but stay firm. If they disregard your boundaries, you may need to reduce the time you spend with them or even distance yourself completely.
Become boring to emotional troublemakers.
Some toxic individuals love to create drama and feed off your emotional reactions. The more you react, the more energy you give them. But Stoicism teaches us an incredibly effective strategy here: the gray rock method. Inspired by Stoic thought, this technique helps you become emotionally uninteresting to the toxic person. Imagine becoming like a dull, gray rock, completely neutral, giving no reaction or emotion for the toxic person to latch onto. When they insult you or try to provoke you, respond with simple, neutral phrases like, "That's interesting," or "I see." By offering no emotional response, you deprive them of the satisfaction they crave. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is found in enjoying the present without being anxious about the future." Toxic people seek attention, whether it's positive or negative. By using the gray rock method, you deny them the drama they need to thrive. This technique isn't about shutting down completely, it's about staying calm and collected in the face of provocation. Over time, the toxic person will lose interest in trying to provoke you, as there's no emotional payoff.
Use the broken record technique.
Dealing with toxic people can often feel like they're constantly trying to wear you down, slowly chipping away at your patience. They'll try to manipulate, argue, and push boundaries until you give in. This is where the broken record technique, rooted in Stoic perseverance, becomes a powerful tool. The broken record technique involves calmly repeating your position over and over again without letting yourself be dragged into emotional arguments or justifications. It's simple yet highly effective. Toxic people often try to derail conversations by bringing up emotional or irrelevant points, but by repeating your message firmly, they'll eventually realize they can't manipulate you. For example, if someone keeps trying to push you into doing something you're uncomfortable with, you can calmly repeat, "I've made my decision," or "I'm not comfortable with that." No matter how they try to twist the conversation, stay on message. It may take several repetitions, but eventually they'll have to accept your boundary. This technique draws from the Stoic principle of self-control. By keeping your message consistent and unemotional, you prevent toxic individuals from gaining the upper hand.
Don't take the bait.
Toxic people love to throw out provocations, whether it's insults, guilt trips, or manipulative comments. They dangle these emotional hooks in front of you, hoping you'll take the bait and engage in their drama. But Stoicism teaches us the power of indifference, a calm detachment from external negativity. Here's the thing, you have control over how you respond. When you recognize that someone is trying to provoke you, you can choose not to engage. The bait is only effective if you take it. Instead, remain calm, let the comment pass, and refuse to be drawn into the toxic emotional vortex. This doesn't mean you should become cold or uncaring. It means staying emotionally detached from things that are out of your control. As Epictetus said, "We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." Don't let toxic people pull you into their chaos. When they try to provoke you, respond with calm indifference. You'll find that their power over you quickly diminishes when you refuse to react.
Master the art of non-reaction.
In some situations, silence is your most powerful tool. Toxic people often rely on heated arguments or emotional reactions to feel in control. By refusing to engage, you can disarm them entirely. This is known as the art of non-reaction, a Stoic practice that involves choosing silence in the face of provocation. When someone tries to insult or provoke you, simply stay silent. It may feel unnatural at first, but it's a highly effective strategy. Silence can be more powerful than any words. Think of it this way: a boxer will never beat his opponent if the opponent doesn't accept the challenge. Similarly, toxic people can't engage you in drama if you refuse to play their game. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." By choosing silence in moments of conflict, you demonstrate immense self-control and strength. Toxic people will try harder at first, but eventually they'll realize they have no power over you. If these tips are resonating with you, let us know in the comments which strategy you find the most helpful so far. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're finding this video useful. It really helps us out and lets us know what kind of content you enjoy. Today we've covered the first 6 Stoic strategies for dealing with toxic people, including recognizing toxic behavior, setting strong boundaries, using the gray rock method, repeating your position with the broken record technique, avoiding emotional bait, and mastering the art of non-reaction. But we're not done yet. In the next video, we'll cover 7 more strategies to help you handle toxic individuals with wisdom and emotional strength. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss part 2 of this series. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment telling us which of these strategies you'll be trying out in your own life. See you in the next video.